The number 4 greatest team in NFL history, the 1985 Chicago Bears. In the NFL's greatest team season, the 1985 Bears began the year with statement wins over the Packers and the Steelers. Meanwhile, quarterback Jim McMahon had a brutal season with 16 interceptions, but All-Pro Walter Payton, the Offensive Player of the Year, more than made up for it with over 1,500 rushing yards and 17 touchdowns.
Inside the 30, to the 10. Touchdown Bears.
That was about speed. He knows he can simply outrun the defense, and when he turns it on, nobody's going to catch him.
The 1985 Chicago Bears are one of the legendary teams of all time because of that world-class defense. In that season, they gave up the fewest points, yards, and first downs in the NFL while simultaneously having among the most sacks and the most takeaways in a season in NFL history. And that defense was up to the test against another great football team in the '89 49ers with Montana Rice, one of the best offenses of all time. It took a great effort on both ends, but Chicago won in a thrilling Thursday night game by the final of 20-17. While the Bears did have struggles in the middle of the season, that was a real turning point for this offense as Walter Payton and the Bears run roughshod through the second half of the season, and this rough and tough football team finished the year at 11-5. In the NFL's greatest team season, well, Chicago committed 2 turnovers in a crushing Week 14 defeat to the '96 Green Bay Packers. Brett Favre threw for over 200 yards against a defense that was rolling at the time, and the Bears were out of the playoff picture going into Week 15. But Chicago responded with 3 consecutive wins to close the regular season at 11-5 and win the division championship. A critical Week 16 affair against Minnesota in the snow was for the division, and the Bears won that football game. And really, the defense catapulted their 3 straight wins. The Bears were the number 1 total defense in the greatest team season, and they looked like it going into the playoffs. But Carolina stunned Chicago. It was the 4th time the Bears lost the turnover battle, and they lost all 4 of those games. But make no mistake, the 15-1 Bears of 1985 are one of the greatest teams of all time. With 9 NFL championships and a league-best 26 members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we introduce the all-time Chicago Bears. This is one of the most talented franchises in the history of the game. Peyton joining the Kansas comic Gale Sayers, Hall of Fame return man Devin Hester, and many of the great heroes of the '85 Bears on defense like Singletary, and so many great additions to this phenomenal football team. Of course, the championships with the Super Bowl title of '85 and the many Hall of Fame legends in the introduction of the all-time rosters franchise with Charger Dude 95. It's coming soon, and the Bears should be there towards the very end as one of the greatest franchises in NFL history. It's the all-time Chicago Bears. This is the Dream Season Football League with Charger Dude 95.